Box in.
Then yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
My name is Dylan, nickname Baby Shark, and it's my first panel I ever give, so don't have too high hopes.
Give him some stress.
But yeah, it's a little panel about fursuiting because we see that more and more fursuitings are starting to appear in the brony fandom, and that's awesome, of course. But just a little ins and outs of two weirdos that are doing it a long time.
Yeah, the thing is, I go to a lot of conventions. I see a lot of people in fursuit. I see a lot of people without fursuits interacting with fursuits. But I see a lot of things which I have which kind of give me the creeps when I see people doing it. So I'm like, I'm well known or well aware of the furry fandom. I know how to sort of take care of my suits. I know how you should do it. That doesn't mean I always do it, but I know how you should do it. And I see a lot of things which in the brony fandom fursuits are slowly growing, including pony suits, which is technically the same. It's just pony head instead of. And I see a lot of things which I'm like, that's bad for your suit, or don't do that to the suit. Like a perfect example, when Bluky was standing over there, he goes there, he picks him up. Don't do that to a suitor you don't know. But yeah, those are a little bit the things we want to talk about, like getting everyone to know the ins and outs of how to act in fursuit, how to be in fursuit, but also how to act with fursuits. How to have fun with things like that. Yeah, well, how to do that in suit.
And this is Bluky. He is our fursuit for today. Yeah, I know him for almost a year now. Really cool husky.
Yeah, he's body trained, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Inside.
Maybe bites a little, but. And that's one of the things that he still does. He wants to own everything. Yeah. But yeah, that's is it every wait, sorry, my English is bad. Anyone here first time seeing a fursuit?
No.
No?
I've actually seen the first here.
Oh, awesome. That's awesome. Ah, black one. Maybe.
Maybe. I don't remember the color.
I know that one is walking around.
For me, yes, but not yes.
Yes, but not yes.
Yeah, yes, that's in. I see it now personally for the first time, and not yes, that's in.
Okay, then we're just gonna go about everything.
Yeah. So everyone here is interested on becoming a fursuiter, or are you like, nah, I just want to see how, what, and how, or are you like, I want to buy a fursuit at one point, or not? This time we can like I said, we can skip parts. If everyone's like, I want to be a fursuiter one day, or I only have a fursuit, or already have one, like 2 examples here. They clearly have a suit because they took it with them. So is there anyone here who doesn't own a fursuit but wants to get a fursuit? Okay, we have 3 interested. Yeah, but you need a special one. Yeah. Those are very
need to go
expensive.
to the Human 101 panel.
Yeah, yeah, wrong panel.
Okay, bye! But then we just go over everything. Where are we gonna start?
Yeah, I think with the easy parts.
Yeah.
Oh. Apparently we have another suit.
Finally can see the noodle in your eyes!
The noodle is here.
It's a noodly boy.
We clearly don't know.
But yeah, then I think we're just gonna start. I think everybody heard it already. The 6 to 1 rule. 6 meals, 2 showers, and 1 hour of sleep. That was it, right?
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one.
That is. Yeah.
So yeah, you take your sick. It's not only for fursuiters, it's for everyone, including attendees, including staff. Try and follow that rule as close as possible. It's good for you. It's 6 hours of sleep. 6 hours of sleep, not 1. 6 hours of sleep, 2 meals, and Red Bull is not a meal. Yeah, just keep that in mind. Red Bull Monster is not a meal.
But two.
Or coffee.
No, especially not you. And then one shower. Please, one shower a day. Please, we beg you.
No, please, just do it. You make everyone happy. The human nose is the worst one in the whole planet. If you smell a certain smell for about 50 minutes, you don't smell it anymore. But everyone around you will do. And like Axe or whatever.
Yeah, like that.
Spray,
Don't be like that.
it's not a shower in a can. So that's the
Actual file, whatever.
Yeah, and don't.
It's not a shower in a can.
If they threaten you, you can always hug them. It works every single time.
Yeah,
Suckers for hugs.
if you know that. Ask for hugs. That's actually good that you say that. We can now flow into it.
Yeah.
Ask for hugs. Just be like, can I have a hug? And then most of them are be like that. And if they don't want a hug, for example, you don't want a hug for me. Sometimes they do that, but most general is like,
Yeah.
and don't take that personally. They can be overheated. They can be on the way to a panel or whatever. Just if you see them again, ask them again, and check yourself. Before you give a hug, if you're at dinner or something and you have something on your clothes, make sure you don't hug a suit then because you don't want stains.
Yeah, ketchup stains are the best.
Yeah.
Guys, like that one over here.
Just like, for example, a noodle, you can clearly see he got hurt by someone who had a cotton candy.
Yeah.
It's now cotton candy noodle. But yeah, that are just, we're a little bit all over the place. Sorry for that.
Yeah, we're going with the flow.
Yeah.
And, just going all the way.
We're prepared.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
maybe talk a bit about fishing. For example, Lucky.
That's just also a thing. Oh, maybe we do that later when
Zulu is here.
when Zulu is
Okay,
here.
we
No,
skip
have
that
to
for now.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
skip that for now. Plucky, go away. Go away. Hygiene? Well,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about
Take it
accent
away.
stuff.
Yeah, take it away.
So, the thing, I've been to a lot of cons, and my last pony convention, there were multiple pony suits. And I see people like, they're done with shooting, and they're like, oh, I'm done with shooting, I take off my hat, full sweat, and they're like, well, that's going back home, in the bag, and no one cares. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. It's not good for him, it's not good for you. Because you need, does everyone know a thing that's called fursuit spray here, especially the people who are interested in fursuits or own a fursuit? I hope everyone knows about fursuit spray.
It's not a shame if you don't know about it, because
Yeah.
if you're new in the fandom, it's something that gets overlooked many times.
Yeah.
And it is, I think, the most important thing, because if you don't take care of your fursuit, you can get, it's called black mold in it. And if you breathe it in, it can continue growing inside of your body. And you really don't want that.
The thing is, there's so many things. What you're doing with your suit when you're wearing it, you're straining your body. You're purposely punishing your own body all the time. And then you've got like stuff growing in it, which is also extra bad for your body. It can help, it can damage your health, not just in the short run, but for your entire life. So you can buy fursuit spray at most furry conventions. I don't know, I've never seen one at the Pony convention yet.
Next year. I made sure of it. Next year.
We'll see if we can fix something around that. You can also go buy it. It's basically, it's pure alcohol mixed with water. Some people do 50-50. I don't know how much you do. 50-50, more, less? More, less? Nothing? You buy it?
You buy it or not?
He just buys the fursuit spray. I make my own. I forgot mine in the room. Which is fine, because I can do it there. But, yeah, please get some alcohol spray it in your suit, and if you're done shooting, they look nice sitting like this. But again, is a thing, and it looks cool and like that and nice. But always, if you're done suiting, your suit is wet on the inside. Open them up as much as you can and put them upside down, so it can breathe and it can dry. And as soon as it's dried up completely, you can flip it over and make it look good again. A lot of cons have, like, I know again from the furry cons, they have dryers there. You can put your head on it and it blows air through it and it's dry in minutes.
Even a fan like this.
Even a fan like
amazing
that,
for it.
It does wonders. It does wonders for him.
Yeah, for him too.
Or her. Or her. Lucky, are you him or her? Both. Both.
But even a fan like that, just grab it, set it on top, and if it doesn't blow away, and then it will dry faster.
But let them dry out, because
yeah,
it's bad for you, it's bad for the suit. The foam which is in here, your sweat is slowly technically eating it, which happens because your sweat is kind of acidic, so it will eat the foam slowly over time. He knows, because his suit looked worse before on the inside. But it's fixed now, it looks good.
Don't shame him.
It looks good now. This looks bad too. This has it has a lot of wear and tear. It has a hole in the balaclava and stuff. So, but yeah, this boy done his cons. So yeah, take care of your suit. Same with the bodysuit. Take care of it.
Brush your suit. Don't be like that guy.
Yeah.
And moment. I think you can brush your. And this guy. Brush your suit, please.
Yeah, brush your suit and also spray it. Yeah, use alcohol spray. Because it's the same thing. There's gonna be molds growing in there. There's stuff gonna be growing. If that mold grows in there, it's not gonna be that bad for your health. Definitely it's gonna stink, but it's not gonna be that bad. But again, mold eats your suit. Meaning, if I would hang this one in the closet for half a year with mold on it, I can throw it away. Because you put it on and it rips all over. This clearly has rips too, but it's not from that, it's from overuse. Oh, we have a suit. Hi! See? Interacting. He's showing he shows dominance. He shows dominance. Or sometimes they hug.
Yeah. Silu. He's also joining us.
He's
very cute boy.
He's annoying us. I'm enjoying us. Joining us.
Now we have a new last
So yeah, again, take care of your suit. Don't worry. There's a lot of things that people are like, yeah, they can't go in the washing machine because it's dangerous. This has seen so many washing machines on the inside.
Try it. Just ask if you make it yourself. Get a little bit.
It hasn't been washed this time because it still smells like axe.
It's not a shower.
But yeah, don't worry. Mine is dirty. I know it has been washed, but I do things like rolling in the sand with it. You don't have to do that. I go extra crazy. If you compare it clean, but if you see a dirt pile, will you go roll in it? Exactly.
Would you roll in a dirt pile?
No. I'm a cat. I'm not a kid. I'm even a brain
exactly.
No.
Those are filthy dogs.
Nah.
Well, this is also a good example. Two different suitors. He doesn't talk in suit. Clearly does. It's up for your own to choose.
Yeah. And no one. It's what you want yourself.
Yeah. You can have just as much fun both ways.
Yeah.
I also don't talk in suit. This is one of my suits, and clearly I don't sound like Derpy at all, so I don't talk in suit.
Yeah. And don't be rude about it, please. Don't be rude. Don't go up to the suit and it's like, hey, talk to me. Can you talk? Do you talk? Please talk to me. Yeah, then you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
But don't do that. Be nice to them. Also interacting with suitors. If you don't know the suit or the person in the suit, don't go up to them like, hi! Or from behind, for example, if he's standing like here, like this, and you see him, and he's like, oh, that's a cute suit, I'm gonna hug him! They don't know what's coming, they might fall, they might hurt themselves very badly. If you know the person, make sure they're okay with it. Like earlier, again, he brought him in, they know each other. He knows if I pick up Lucky, also Lucky saw him, so he knows he's coming, can pick him up, it's fine. Don't do that without permission.
Yeah. I did it
Except
one
when
time
you know him.
with him. We were on the beach, fursuiting, having fun. He was walking away and I run up to him in all fun and tackled him. That was not a smart move. He can handle it, I can handle it, but make sure if you do something like that, you're really sure they can handle it, because not everyone's reaction is fast enough to catch themselves on the ground.
Yeah.
I had it, little story, I had it on Czechoslovakia 3 weeks back, I think, 4, a month, I don't know. This year, I was fursuiting and someone was like, oh, that's cute, I can show it real quick. I have like LEDs in my suit.
Hopefully it's charged.
Yeah, possibly.
It's not.
Some technical difficulties.
This is all like, yeah, you see we tested everything, clearly.
No, batteries are a little bit. Oh. What?
Anyway, you figure that one out.
Yeah.
Another thing about suits is like, if you want to hug it, it's cool. Hug as much as you want, as many as you want. Collect them all for my part, I don't care. You go up to the suits like, hey, wanna hug? Yeah, he's like, yeah, wanna hug? Can I have a hug? Yeah. And then you hug. And then, see what he does? He lets go of me. So he loosens up. Oh, he does that. If he loosens up the hug, so he loosens up the hug, let go too. Don't be the guy like, yeah, I'm hugging you. And don't be the guy like squeezing the lungs out of his body, because he needs them to breathe. And he has a harder time breathing than you out of suit. So be mindful of the suitor. Don't be the annoying person who's like hugging the suitor very tight, or like holding on to them for a long time. They're hot in there. Very hot in there.
Yeah.
I used to have a thermometer in that one. It's at like 32 to 35 degrees in like 10 minutes. That's what they're having right now.
Yeah.
So
Very warm.
very warm. Yeah.
And I also follow you that a prostitute that has been wearing the suit since like an hour is like all wet. So
Yeah.
if you hug him, like it's wet. It's not nice for you because it's not water. It's like the
Sweat.
sweat. It's
Yeah.
sweat. So yeah, for you it could be like a bit surprising. Like it's just so,
Yeah.
it's wet. It's sweat. Yeah. So
That's a
like
good thing. It's a
have this in mind that
a
it's
good
not
point.
water.
Good point. If you hug a suited, be mindful that they can be sweaty, and if you hug them, you're gonna get their sweat over you. It's a thing. Be mindful of that. Don't be like, oh, can I have a hug? And then like, ew, you're wet. So
I had it
Husky.
musky husky.
I had it once that somebody
Yeah,
did that,
fine.
and I was like, that was my first time shooting,
Should I close it off?
and it did hurt my feelings a bit. I'm like, oh fuck, already? I was like
No,
10,
no,
15 minutes in
Fursuit
suit,
roof.
and yeah, I was like, okay, maybe I should stop shooting. But then
Yeah.
I got over it, but it does sting a bit.
I started out the same. I started with
That whole thing.
with this whole thing.
Real thing.
This whole thing. This was my first suit, and she's seen too many conventions. She's now on retirement. She's just here for the show. And back in the days, I did conventions like Facts and yeah, like DCC and stuff, like the big guys with 20, 30,000 people. If you run around for like half an hour in that suit, you're wet. So I was like, I had people who were like, oh, ew, you're wet, ew, you're wet. So I was like, oh, I gotta do something against that. So the next time I go, I'm like, I buy a wetsuit, and I put on a wetsuit and put my suit over there. Don't do this, not smart. Don't do that. Don't do it. It's hot in there. A wetsuit makes extra hot in there. Yeah, a little bit drier for like half an hour later, max.
In the beginning when I had the first suit, I was was like one of the first things I didn't wear anymore. Like 1 year,
Yeah.
and I was like, no, I go in my underwear.
Yeah. We do have Under Armour. We wear Under Armour. Most of the suits know that. A lot of people who are interested in suits know that. We wear Under Armour. It's mostly it keeps the body a little cooler, drives the sweat away, and yeah, the fabric on the inside. If anyone is interested, you can feel it's a little scratchy on the inside. If you pass him around, he's not completely loose. You can pass him around. It's a little scratchy. If you have that running around for like an hour, 1.5 hours, and scratching over your skin, yeah, it's not a good feeling. You know, no one's gonna like that. So get an Under Armour. They're not that expensive. You can get them at most sports shops. Yeah, like you know, if a bicycle store, everything. You can just get them there. You know. So yeah. True.
That's a very good.
Don't go. Yeah, don't do that. Be aware that you get the cold type. So something to cool you down, and not something to keep you warm. Because you have the warm ones that like they keep in the warm. They're designed to keep you warm in the cold weather.
The thing is with the Under Armour that's made to keep you cool is called heat gear, and the one that's supposed to keep you cool is called or like heat warm is called cold gear.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people mix up like, oh, I need to stay cold, so I have to get the cold gear, but you need to get the heat gear, else you get the opposite effect.
I remember one time it was like -5, and I remember that I was in Fursuit, and it was just perfect. It was not too warm, not too cold, nothing.
I've been there. I've been in that suit at -22, and I was like after like 20 to 30 minutes, I was like, I'm going inside. It's cold in my suit. So yeah, then you know it's cold outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, hygiene. Be aware of your hygiene. It's also not fun for anyone else. Like, hug the suit and like, well, yeah, musky husky. We have a husky. He's a little musky, but not that. No, you're not musky. You smell. Smell like blue strawberries. So yeah. Also, what he's doing now, petting fursuits, also very good thing. If you ever want to pet a fursuit, ask them, please ask them. You have all types of fursuits. We have like, for example, we have 2 very different ones here. The people who know, they can see it, but we have our plantigrade.
If you just wait one second, Noodle, will you come up for a second?
Oh yeah, Noodle's also pretty.
Now we have 3 types of
Now we have 3 types. Stand somewhere. Yeah. So we have our plantigrade, which is like basic head, body, straight legs, feet paws, cute little tail, and paws, like really awesome. We have our full digitigrade suit. This basically means he has like the knees that resemble like the back legs from dog, cat in this case. It's extra padding for him. It's extra warm. It's nice.
Yeah.
And we have our like partial. This is a little large partial because he has the sleeves with it. He has a cute little head. He has a cute little tail. We have feet paws. You also have the regular partials, which do not include the sleeves, and we have our mini partials, which do not include the feet paws. Basically, I prefer not to go any less than that, but it's up to you.
Also, you have people, this is padding, this is comfort one, but you also have some people that also have like a special device that they can stand like this, this.
Very, very few of that. But the thing is, also, especially for when you buy one, be mindful of what you want to buy. If you're not good with warmth, go with a partial. If you like, I don't mind warmth, but I want to be able to move a lot and be active, That's technically your best choice. If you want to be like, I don't mind the restriction of movement, you go that one.
The best combination.
If you're like, I don't want to move at all, you go with a drop crouch. Drop crouch, basically the legs come together over here, so they can walk like this. That's basically all they do.
And if you're really lazy and you just want to lay, get a really big flush shoe.
Yeah.
Then you're literally can't move. They're just
Join us if you want.
Yeah, flossy fursuit.
Again, a thing, what a lot of people like to do is like pet their fursuits. They're cute. He's a cute boy. He's a cute boy. He's a cute boy. Never do this without knowing them or asking them. Because I know the person inside here. I know the person inside there. But I pat him on the belly, and it's nice. Belly rubs the front. Yeah, belly. Yeah, and he do he claws sometimes. You know, he likes it. He goes crazy. But what if there's a woman in there? Touching the wrong places and stuff. Not everyone likes that, so ask her. If I do that with her, she's gonna be like, and I get fish slapped all over. Same with a drop crotch. If you have a person with a drop crotch, his crotch is gonna be here. And then you're gonna belly it up, and you're gonna belly it up there. Don't, unless you know them. It might be fine, but still, be aware.
I personally had it once. Luckily, I know the person, and she was just like, "Yeah, you need to get a little higher." And I was a tomato at that moment. I was so ashamed of myself.
I go like this.
It happens faster than you think because your mind sees that the crotch is there. So, yeah, your mind is just like piecing it together, and it happens. So,
I was like,
be mindful of it. That's really good advice.
Yeah, definitely be mindful of petting the suit. Also, to come back on the whole vision thing and stuff. So we were talking earlier, like, don't go from behind to a fursuit. Make sure the suitor sees you before you like interact with them. If he's like staring like this, and I'd be like, "Hi Blookie," and I don't say anything. I'm just going up to him. The chance is big he didn't see me, and he might fall. You might fall. You're probably gonna, because he's gonna fall over. You're gonna land soft, which is fun. But he might not be, which is not so fun for him or her. In this case, him. So
all the suitors, because now we have multiple Toonie suits.
Yeah.
We have a realistic suit as well. If you just want to stand like this, let me just stand like this and bring your hands in till you can see them.
no.
Oh boy. Now you see that.
Okay, I'm gonna try this.
She has really bad vision. If I stand here and she looks this way, you'll be like.
Yes, I'm basically blind. I don't see my fall in the middle.
Yeah.
Normally.
So yeah,
I'm totally.
you think like
this you think PonyCon?
Yeah, she sees me, but no.
And the eyes follow. So people are always thinking I see them.
Ik heb er nou wel zin in nou.
We have a good example for that. With realistic suits. This is also a realistic suit, or a base of it, and this one is really big. You have good vision with it, I think. But they only have a teardrop vision. This one is really big. I think yours is smaller.
Yeah.
Yours is smaller, and yeah, you get tricked with, especially with foamy eyes, that they can see you. But most realistic suits have like this part like that big, and yeah, they don't see you always. If there is something on the ground or something, also just yell at the suits or like, "Hey, hey!" That they hear you.
And can you guys maybe show how low you can see?
Yeah.
So raise your hands until you can see them, and then keep them there. So if a taller one's like here, like, "Oh, I love you!" Oh! Yeah, this is gonna happen. Trust me, I've done that multiple times. So yeah, be mindful again of your suitor. Same with
I was expecting you to say more.
Same with blind spot. In the middle, some of them have a blind spot, some of them don't. With my pony suit over here, this one, this is hell. because this has a blind spot.
Oh no.
Fucking big.
I have a worse one than that.
At one point, I was walking around the Galacon, and they have like this big pillars in the middle of the room, and I was like walking around in the super happy, bam, against the pole. Didn't see it because I have this big of a blind spot in front of me. And a lot of pony suits, he doesn't have that apparently, but his eyes are like, they're like mostly flat to the front.
Yeah, but I have like my entire
With these suits, they're very much to the side, like with real horses. Real horses have their eyes over here, sorry. He knows. The real horses have their eyes to the side, because they need to have a big range.
The same as my suit is also like looking at the right side or the right side if someone wants to show something, because in the middle you have like a big, I also have a middle like this.
With this one it's even worse than that, because it's basically the same pony suit. But I changed the eyes already. Everyone knows Derby's eyes. Before I could not see out of this eye. I changed it a little bit because I was literally blind because it was all the way up here. So I was always looking, how do you say it in English? To the side to see a little bit, but yeah, vision. Think of it by designing your fursuit. What kind of head do you want? What kind of vision do you want? If you want clear vision, go for tuning. Tuning suits have always better vision than realistic suits. But if you want to look really awesome, both do look really awesome, but a different way awesome, then go for realistic. I have a really good example here. It's, really pretty realistic suit, but the vision is terrible.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really nice suit.
Beautiful work! Woo, muscle!
You can see this one as well. The vision is...
Oh, I can put them on real quick.
Yes! I know I can do that.
We hebben nog een suit erbij, jongens. Dadelijk ik ook erbij en we gaan een hele familie dadelijk. Oh, jij hebt nog meer?
Ik heb hem ook niet. It's the no fishy panel. It's the no fishy panel.
No fishy, oh.
We hebben er genoeg.
Kijk eens. Die is echt leuk.
Ja.
Another good example of those two, if you want to open your mouth real quick, they have moving jaws. That's...
we have another example.
Oh yeah?
Moving jaw.
Oh nice, they also got a moving jaw.
You don't see that much yet, ponies with a moving jaw.
No, that's...
Not yet.
I tried making it myself, it's hard.
The effect is really fast, bro.
Yeah. Silo also has a moving jaw. The thing is, you can see that with a perfect example. Can you open your mouth? See how big it, if he just opens his mouth, it barely opens. But he has a foam base, it's soft. They have a resin or a hard base, like the one
I showed you earlier.
Like that one. And it's more foam. Blucky apparently has a moving jaw too, if he just...
My suit heeft the same mouth.
he has the best moving jaw. He does... That's the best moving jaw.
My suit has the same mouth as him. Like a little bit movement only.
Yeah, that's the thing with foam bases. Also something you want to look into if you get a suit, when you get a suit. What prefer for you. And please, again, do your research. Don't go like, oh, that person makes nice suits. I want to commission and buy them. Yeah? Or even if they're open for commissions, do your research. Don't just go into like, oh, I want to buy a suit, I'm going to buy that person's suit. Because a lot of people get ripped off. Friend of mine, he got ripped off for 3,000 euros. He paid the person 3,000 euros for the suit and the person was like, goodbye, I don't know you. So, be mindful of that. If you want, let's for example, like, take Silo here. Oh, let's take Noodle for example. Do you talk in suit? You don't talk in suit. I'm gonna go to Silo. Sorry. Take Silo for example. I'm like, dude, I'm a real fan of your suit. Who makes your suits?
No, I
Oh yeah, he makes them, I know.
I made it, yeah.
In this case, you have the maker himself. It's good. Ask him how much. Ask him, talk to him, like casually, not when he's in suit. Like, tell him something like, hey, do you have time? I might want to commission you. Do you have time later on to shoot or after the shooting, we can go have a drink together or something. And he's gonna say, what time? And you make an arrangement. Then you talk to him. Don't buy a suit. Check if you can find other people who also have bought a suit from him. Because he might shine like, oh yeah, I make the best suits, because, well, of course, he's selling himself. He might make the coolest suit, and yeah, everything is going to be okay, and when we do down payment, and everything goes that way. And then we go to like Blucky, who has the same makeup, which is not as a different one, but then we go to Blucky, and it's like, hey, you bought your suit from him, right? And he's like, yeah. So how was your experience? And then he's like, yeah, he was shit with the promises. He promised me like he could do it in 3 months, but it took him 2 years, and this is bad, and the gluing and stuff, and I had to fix this and that. Well, he is saying like, I make good suits. He actually makes good suits, but yeah. For example, he can also be like, oh yeah, he's a real good maker. I asked him for the suit, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna give you an update every week, and he's like always on time. With the money, the payment, everything goes fine and stuff. It's a good, a positive reaction, which makes you makes it better to, yeah. You can see how the guy is, how he sells the suits.
Can I elaborate on this? Also, a good way to find for good artists, or at least trustful artists, is go to fursuitreview.com, which is a site for furries, by furries, where people can submit reviews of a maker they usually commission themselves. So if you are interested, for example, in a maker, and you're like, well, I'm not really, I want to see the experience, I want to see what most people think, you can go to Fursuit Review, maybe they have a review, maybe not. But you can also always contact one of their past clients, like, hey, I'm interested in this maker, how was the process, how did the payment go, how did transactions go, how did they keep up with updates, deadlines, did they listen to my request, or did they ignore me for weeks? Those are things you really need to, those are things you can just ask previous customers. And usually they don't mind. If it's someone that they condone, like, hey, I'm happy with my suit, awesome experience, you're good to go. But if there's a past client who's like, yeah, I waited 3 years for my suit with no updates, and they were basically mean to me, then you have to just take your business elsewhere. You know?
You can still go. You can go for the gamble.
But it's a gamble.
If you bet on a losing game, the chances you're going to win is low. Keep it in mind.
And nightlife people one time making process. I'm selling most people taking commission for people like for a year. When you have a process maker, this person must have, I think, at least a website with all the information on STGUs. And when you sign for a Fursuit, sign the paper. Like if the guy says, okay, give me the money, it will be done. You have nothing like else you have paid. There's nothing that engages you and the seller. So when you sign a contract, it engages the both parts because the maker has to make it like in the conditions like it is on his website, and the CGUs it's written 6 months. So he is engaged to make it in 6 months. And for you, you are engaged to pay and to give him all the stuff he needs. So yeah, be sure to find something, to check the reputation of the person, and if possible, if this person has a company. Like in France, we have like a number for the company, so we can check if the person is registered in the market, and if it tells you that the person is at least a bit serious.
For Dutch people, it's kind of like a KVK. Yeah. A business number.
I don't like to.
Not the mouth.
Wij gaan het best wel goed halen.
No, for me, no.
Moet erbij en dan is het niet zo.
Yeah, apparently. This is also a thing. Yeah. Let furries be furries. Let them play a little bit. Let them be stupid. They love it. They love the attention, apparently. A little too much? No. What did I tell you? Ask before you do belly rubs. No, ask before you do belly rubs.
Yeah. Yeah, you say you started about having fun in Fursuit. We can talk about that.
Yep.
I see a question first.
I'm a startist, I'm a beginner Fursuiter, and one time at an event, someone talked to me about give your persona character. Were we talked about here too?
Yes. We can talk
we can talk
about
about, we're an open panel about it. We want to talk about everything, about people who are already knowing your suits, people who are like new to
I
it.
can do a little bit of character depth if that's something.
Because I went to an event once and I had a suit on, but I was kind of just walking around and waving to people. But one friend told me that wasn't good enough.
That is experience.
Yeah.
My first time shooting, I was also a little insecure and just trying, but I didn't get there. I myself are like a jumpy person in general, so I was a little jumpy. But you will go into that. But for example, if the students want to show it, give your walk a little different. Don't be like walking, but show us our walk.
I'd say
how
all shooters to that side of the room, and
then
shooters
is
who
one
want
thing of
to
giving a
do
character,
walk.
just a different kind of walk. And she will go in detail about character later.
Als je niet komt, if you don't feel comfortable, you just sit it out.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
And it's good
If you want water or anything,
yeah,
just yell. That's
Yeah.
for all the shooters.
Yeah, for all the
for
shooters.
everyone is in the panel, there's a water station like this. Sorry.
Yeah.
So,
apparently all the shooters are on this side, so this works better.
Yeah.
So I'd say like from the shooters, like take a walk over there, and
Just
we'll
be your
see what
character.
can change. Be your character if you have a character. Try and find a new style, whatever you want.
Or just do something.
Or be cute like that. It's possible.
What, the fish?
No, not the fish, them together.
Ah, yeah.
Not the fish. The fish also does. So
don't do that if you don't know.
and I'm gonna ask Silu first. He knows what shooting is, and then you can go next. Okay? So do your walk. Do something interesting, or just walk. Whatever you
Be your
want.
character.
Be your
He
character.
don't know.
So you already
he's
see
just-
what he's doing?
Yeah.
Instead of just walking, he has his paws up as a little.
Yeah,
As a little kitty cat, mostly happy, bubbly. You can just sense like, oh, he's on the prowl, maybe for a little toy, maybe for something to play, or just annoy someone. Exactly. That's
If you have fursuit interaction, if you want fursuit interactions with your suit, be out there.
yes.
Be out if you're gonna walk away. Everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm fursuited. And then you have someone with a crappy suit like that one over there. You see. Like that one over there, and he's laying on the ground, and someone's dragging him along. Yeah, that gets attention. You might have like an expensive suit, a 5,000, 10,000 euro suit, and then someone else with a 500 euro suit comes there and he steals the show. He steals it from you because you just stand there.
Be out there. If you want attention, don't force people to look at you, but make them look at you by being out there. That people are just like, that's interesting over there. What is it? What is it? What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, they're cute. That's it.
And you don't have to
be
you
out
don't
there.
have to talk for that. You just have to
People often confuse like, oh, I have a nice looking suit, that means I'm gonna get popular. I'm gonna get so many likes, so many fans. But that's not the point. The point is, what do you do with your character? You can look like a bad boy, but if you walk around like a little weak man, nobody's gonna think that. You really need to project out your character. For example, and especially with like the walking, you can see with him, he's really the kitty cat. You can see it. But if you have like a demonic character or something more serious, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. You really have to look also at your posture. How would your character walk? How would they move around in the world? Because I can imagine like maybe some sort of cryptid creature or perhaps a demon. They don't walk straight. They might walk a little hunched, maybe more with their claws out, maybe more searching the room, looking for prey. You really need to figure out for yourself, what would my character do in this situation? What would he do with interactions? Will he be friendly and open up for a hug, or will he just scour away, maybe hiss at people? It's really like, bring out the best of your character, because that's what people love to see. They want to see each and everyone's individual character, because that's fun. And that's what makes this fun.
And expression.
A very good example which just comes up and I think about it now. Take for example Blucky. Right now, he's sitting there. If you walk around the con at the lobby and he's sitting there, it's a thing the bronies don't know yet. The furries, they know it all too well. If you see a fursuit just lounging there, sitting there, and he's not moving. You go up to him like, hey, you okay? That's bad. If he says no, that's bad. In this case, I know he's okay, and I don't care. If that happens, be like, okay, stay here. I'm gonna get someone. And you go to security. Like go, hey, someone's in trouble, and you bring him to them. Don't go acting. Let security do this. Don't do it yourself. Security is trained for it. They know.
Except for if they react to you with, no, I need to get to my room. I will get to your question in a bit.
And if you're a spotter also, find a spotter for this guy.
Yeah, but if he's like, no, I'm not okay, I need to get to my room, ask him like, hey, should I escort you there? Just help him. And now we're on this topic, we will go back to the other topic after this. But if you see fursuiters and they want to get on the elevator, give them the room.
Priority.
Priority. That was word search.
At most furry conventions, it's already a general rule. If you're waiting on the elevator, fursuiters go first.
Yeah.
They go first, let him go, because he might be overheating, standing there like, I'm getting hot, I need to get out of the suit. There's a thing which is called the magic. Some of you might know it, others might not. The magic means, basically, you do not take your head off, or your paw off, anything off in public. Or else you ruin the magic. And some suitors don't give a crap about it. I give a lot of craps about it, but it's my personal thing. I'm not gonna be mean to anyone else who doesn't do that. But for me myself, I'm like, I don't want to ruin the magic. I want like walk in the con with that suit, and everyone who doesn't know me is like, oh, if I want to know you, I need to see your badge because I don't know who you are. That's what I want. And then I go to my room, get out of suit, cool down, take a shower, and then enjoy my con. But yeah, if they have to wait at the elevator, they might overheat. Because, well, you're first, you're pushy. Let them go first. It takes you, especially at a con like this, the chance that you don't fit in the elevator with them is going to be small. But at larger conventions,
for example, EF, Eurofurence, that's a convention with 5,000?
3,000.
3,000?
Yeah, about 3,000 to 3,500, I think it is, right? You've been there?
Not everyone is staying in the hotel, but this hotel has high progress with the elevator, so you can wait for them like for 5 or 10 minutes or so. If you're in the fursuit, you're like dying and you have to wait 10 minutes to get in the elevator, it can be a bit of problem.
Yeah.
It's, when I'm in fursuit, back in the day, when I feel like it is getting very, very warm, then I go to the room or to the fursuit lounge. Yeah. If it gets too much, I will put my hand up. Emergency.
It's also very, very good for beginning suiters especially. Before you go for long sessions, get to know your own body. Everyone here who wants to get a fursuit or is a beginning suitor, you do not know your body. Trust me, you do not know your own body.
You don't?
Yeah.
If you're not sure, go to the lounge, take off your hat, cool down a bit. Cool down. After many sessions, you're gonna prolong that and prolong that. And at one point, you're gonna know your body's limit. Never go to your limit, just go a little before your limit. Because if you want to suit later on again, you can go past and you can go again. If you push your limit, your whole con might be ruined. Worst case scenario, you get a taxi to the hospital. It's a taxi, in this country it's yellow taxis with blue lights. You don't want to go in those. So,
always the golden rule, always drink much. Because
always.
I remember one time your friends.
Always hydrate. This is your new god.
Yeah.
This is you're gonna worship this. Yes. You're gonna learn to worship this water. Maybe not this brand, because this is.
As you can.
Oh, I thought it was vodka, but it's Voda. Yeah, it's just checked.
One time in my life.
Because I don't worship. I give respect.
Perfect. But yeah, you had a question. Let's get back to that.
No, I got the answer about the. No, I got the answer thanks to him.
Ah, okay. It was about the
maybe we'll just do some questions later on in the video.
Ah, yeah.
And we go like to questions and stuff.
And it's also the warning signs or limits is that if you are in fursuit, you feel hot and hot and hot, and if you feel cold or feel like you don't sweat anymore, that's an emergency. Because I one time had a heat stroke almost.
If you notice your body is not sweating anymore, get the hell out of your suit. Because that means you're past your limit.
Over your limit, way over your limit.
So,
learn your limits. If you get your suit, and for example, I think this is the first time for you at a convention shooting, so we have a great example. Suit for half an hour, and if you're like, okay, I'm still good, do another half an hour. And if you're like, I'm not sure, go out of suit, put it on the dryer, take a shower, walk around at the con, and maybe later at the convention, suit again. It's just getting to know yourself, and most people, including myself, are like, yeah, I know myself, so I'm just gonna suit. Yes?
Also, people don't suit wearing a binder. Did it once, didn't work out, so just don't.
It's just...
It is also depending if there is wind or directly sunlight, because if I get directly sunlight is shorter, and when there is wind and like clouds, then I can take way longer.
Yeah, I've suited in the worst one. It's a battle between GalaCon 2019 and Abu Dhabi 2019. Those were both in the 35° plus range. That is heavy. Please don't make that your first time shooting. It's an advice.
This is an okay con for your first time shooting. Though, if you're also in the furry fandom and you go to furry conventions and pony conventions, like a lot of us do here, I advise to go do it at a furry convention, because the people there are more trained to handle with it. Security knows better. No offense to the security here, definitely not, but they know better. They know fursuiters. Like for example, this convention, it has a lot of fursuiters this year, a lot of them. There's a few more suitors. I think in overall about 20 suitors. If you take Eurofurrence, they have between 1,500 and 2,000 suitors. So they are better trained for when shit hits the fan.
Then just take the alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of them.
But
just saying.
I'm gonna go on with like if someone's like sitting on a if he's sitting on a chair and you see him sitting, he's not reacting, not doing anything, and I go like, hey, you okay? And he's sitting like that. You okay? You go to security. You can't. Don't worry. You can pat him on the arm. And it's like, oh. They tend to fall asleep in suit. They do that. So it's okay if you touch him like that. If he still doesn't react, security. Unless you're a trained doctor, go ahead. You know better probably. But else, security. They know how to handle.
I know.
If he's fine, if he's just vibing, and you go, hey, you okay? See, he's okay. He's fine. And then you go on doing your thing, or you go like, huh? And then if he's like, I'm resting a little bit, he said, don't be pushy. Don't be like, let them be a little bit.
To make a picture of something.
Even if they're not sitting, don't run up to be like, picture. No. Ask them. Ask them, hey, can I take a picture? And then take a selfie, or be like, yeah, I found some other cool suits. Can we take a group picture all together? And then take the picture.
And don't be a guy like, oh no, I'm actually filming. That's so annoying.
Have your camera ready. Just set up your camera, have it ready. If you want to take a selfie, put it already on selfie mode, and then walk up to them. Can I take a picture? Because I had it once. I was like doing a cute pose in my first one, and I was like sending it, and the guy was like, yeah, wait a second, my phone is not working. And then, honey, what is the code again? And I was just sending guy like, dude, come on.
It is the same like. I remember in first sometimes like I'm walking like 2 steps and then someone say, can I have a picture? Okay. Then 2 steps further, can I have a picture again?
That will happen.
Also,
but that's a good
also,
day.
yeah. Also, be aware. If Blucky is like walking at the con and you see him like, hey, can I have your picture? And he's like, leave him. Let him do his thing. He might be going to the Fursuit lounge again. He needs to cool down. Maybe he just needs a drink. Let him be. You'll catch him later at the con. And if you don't catch him later at the con, it's kind of your loss, but is a picture really worth someone risking themselves
I
or
always
meeting?
hand signatures always when I am Fursuit. So if someone's picture, I say no, yes. And if I do this, I'm too warm.
Yeah, there are some general signs that everyone knows, like that's definitely a no.
This is Holland is like everybody stop like a show, like stop. And so it's like I'm going back.
I have no idea. I just know the ones that most of
The thing is,
fans like this say.
the thing is, most of the hand signals, they're meant for your handler. Some suitors want or need a handler. I think everyone here doesn't need or have a handler. I don't know about you, I know about him. Do you have a handler?
Yes.
You need it?
Yes, because most parts of my costume I cannot remove by myself, even in case of emergency.
So, he has a handler with him. That means there's someone who helps him take care. Do you have a handler? No?
No. This is just a small part of the cosplay and wearing the suit later. Just for this workshop I wanted to get some pieces.
The job of a handler also might be a little bit mindful of their handlers because they do an important job. Because if I were, for example, be Bluggy's handler here and I'm walking, I'm like, oh, I need to fix it. And he takes 2 steps, I need to fix it again. And then we need to fix this again and this again. This is showing.
I know another good one.
Oh wait, that's just as I am.
I know another good one. Who has the biggest tail? Who's the biggest tail? You stand here?
But no.
It's not important.
Or turning around for objects. Like you to turn around with the tail and like a chill dragon or like glass object and then go like.
That's more be mindful of your own suit.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go like back to the acting.
Yeah, but that's also a little bit fun for the suitors. We're, as you can see, we prepared really good.
Yeah, we did a lot of work.
We're just going like there. So I'm sorry for that. We hope it's still a little fun to watch. But yeah, if someone else wants to show how they represent their character.
Yeah, I'd say let's
go. Okay, you can see this Riot is just a filthy doll.
Oh.
But yeah, act in your suit. Be fun.
Show us a like
Noodles the whole time. He's like playing with something he stole. He's not supposed to steal. He stole it earlier, and then Silu also stole one. Did you give it back, Silu? Oh, he gave it back. Play with it.
That's the rock.
Yeah. Have fun in your suit.
Yeah.
Though, be mindful again, because stop kicking me. Be mindful again of your own suit.
Yeah.
If you want to do stuff like this, don't go for a resin hat. Don't go for a realistic, because those things they can take a beating. Resin hats cannot take a beating. Nope. If he, for example, drops his hat from this high, the chances that it's broken are very, very big. Like this one, it's hard plastic. If I drop this, it breaks. And if this breaks, it's not the easiest fix. It might be able to fix. I don't know if anyone here has done it, has fixed it, but I usually don't work with this. I'm a big fan of the foam hats. Because the foam hats, like this idiot over here, they can take a beating. They're tough. You can like kick them up and stuff. They can handle that. If you fall on your face with this, it's gonna hurt, but it's not gonna hurt as much as you do it with a resin hat. So if you want to be really active and you want to get a suit, think about foam hat instead of a resin hat.
It's the most important step of creating your character is look at yourself, how you are as a person, and look at what you want to do in suit. If you just want to be a really pretty suit, walking around slowly, having fun, you can go whatever you want. But if you're like me, a really active person, and you want to go climb in how do we call it in English? Climbing things for kids, slides and stuff. You know what I mean? The playground. Yes, kids playground. If you want to play in that, please go for a foam hat, because you have a greater time, because it can handle more. And before, when we were talking about the how is it called? What was it called again? I'm sorry. Personalities of your suit. That's also a thing. Think of it. For example, Noodle. Noodle is a little bit like me, always happy, jumping around.
You okay?
His suit, perfect for that. But if he's going to be a really creepy suit that is supposed to be scary, that doesn't work, because he's a...
Yeah.
That doesn't work. You either. He is a happy, jumpy person. But that's also a thing. Think about it when designing your suit before you buy it. Yeah. Yes?
We got another very good example here. What you want to tell?
My first suit of this character was a Toonie suit, and I know that a lot of people were like, come boy, come boy! Well, I was there like, I'm literally a scientist, what do you want from me? So, people tend to be more playful towards Toonie suits than they are to realistic suits.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind when you are picking out what is more your style.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're an active person in real life and you want to be like, I want to run at the cold with my suit, go for the Toonie suit. Even though you might like the realistic ones like this, you might like them better. Think about it before you buy it. Don't go like, unless if you win the lottery or something, of Euro Millions, who cares, and then you can buy all of the suits. But most of us, we don't have that capability. Or build your own suit. There's a lot of people I know who build their own suits.
And it's fun to do.
Don't worry if it doesn't look as good the first time. You might get there one day. You're gonna get there one day. And probably if you see Silu's first suit, it's gonna be horrible. But if you see him now, he's a cute boy, aren't you? Yes, you.
Don't be scared of trying.
Yeah.
If you have an ID, try it. Everyone can learn how to sew.
Yeah.
There are many tutorials online. Just look at them, try to make something, and if you are satisfied with it, only a little bit satisfied, wear it, because it will boost your motivation to make your next one. This is my third derby. It's the worst one I made, but I'm still wearing it. And this is the last one I made. I finished it yesterday. It's a little gift for someone. Maybe someone recognizes who it is.
Is that Mossel?
Yeah,
Mossel.
Yeah. So don't tell him that you have seen this. I will give it to him at the con somewhere. But yeah, you can, between the two, you can already see improvement, or at least I can see improvement. So just, if you're only just a little thinking like, yeah, I want to make something, just do it. Just do it. That's the best advice. Buying a suit is amazing, because it's your hard-earned cash, but making a suit is even more amazing, in my opinion. Because yeah, you have created it yourself. It's just, yeah, it's a feeling I can't describe with words.
Just be careful to not be disappointed when something goes wrong.
Yes, yes. I have had that also a lot. And I had a break from, I think, 3 years that I didn't make anything, because I was so disappointed with the last one I made. So yeah, be mindful of that too. Things will go wrong, definitely. But pick yourself up and try again, because eventually you will get there and create something amazing. That's, yeah, advice. Huh? Oh. And don't destroy your old suit because you're like, I'm gonna upgrade it now.
Yeah.
I did that and he's teasing me about it.
Also a fun thing, which is Silu is sort of demonstrating something he stole. If you want to have something more to be playful in your suit, props can be awesome. In this case it's a derby ear, but props can be awesome. You can do all sorts of things with it. You can get squeaky things like this. You can have dog toys, especially for him. He's gonna be running around all day if you throw a dog toy. Yeah, feel free to take something which you can interact with yourself.
Oh, I forgot it at the moment. No. Yeah, I have a stroopwafel plushie for Derpy. I bought it last year at this con and it's the best prop for this con.
Yeah? Yeah, you hissed me on one.
Yeah, I also have at home. If you want to get props, a cheap and fun way, go to a pet store. I went there a few days back. I bought a plushie of a pizza, a plushie of a burger. Those are stupid things, but they're amazing if you're in suit. You just have a plushie burger, and they have stuff like that at pet stores. Or again, make something. That's just, yeah. You can, I think maybe you can see it about me. I always get excited if someone is making something or made something. Yeah.
Yeah, because if I put it over there, it's sticking. It's sticking. No, not there.
Yes.
Just a simple question for those of us who wear full body fursuits and things like that. It happened to me at GalaCon that it was a little bit too warm for wearing typical pants and everything underneath. As you said before, I didn't expect that it could be that hot and that warm. And any good advice for clothes under the fursuit? Just
for under the fursuit, I just recommend a full heat gear. No, heat gear. The names are swapped.
Yeah,
it's Under Armour.
There's under. We talked a little bit. Yeah, I think you weren't here yet.
Or what he says, a cooling vest. That's those are amazing. But be mindful, if you put on a cooling vest, they work for
5 hours, but also you have the problem you need a fridge.
Yeah, but 5 hours for me it didn't. I had a cooling vest once, and for me it was like half an hour, and then all the ice was melting.
Yeah,
and
cooling is very hard. Yeah, it's also what you want and what you need.
The problem is
the thing is, because you have suitors with like fans in their head. I don't know if you have a fan.
No.
It might be a good
I have
plan.
2 fans in this one.
I have also.
I have one on the back here.
No.
It's an insane. And one on the top here. You can see it a little.
Okay.
And this one just blows cold air.
I can remove mine to show it because it's removable in my head.
If yours is clearly to see, awesome.
Then
my suit also
magic.
But yeah, fans are a great thing, but the downside is... Let me turn it
No,
off.
we're not gonna talk about it. Yeah, we kind of talked about
I'm
it.
gonna start with you because you asked it.
It's a
You can see it.
Okay, we'll talk about it a little bit. Talk about it a little bit. We already talked a bit about the magic, but we'll go a little bit more about the magic.
I keep freezing. It feels like I'm standing in a fridge.
So, apparently a little riot here wants to talk a little bit more about the magic.
Outside and it's
Are you wearing Under Armour?
For a lot of people, this
usually
is not okay.
They call it poodling.
They call it poodling, indeed.
Okay.
For a lot of people, this is nice and cold. Because why are you wearing long sleeves when you can wear a t-shirt?
How do I describe it?
This ruins it. This ruins the whole the magic.
Maybe you're.
If you see him, Noodle for example, like that, like he's now there, that's furry. He has complete the fur everywhere. And it has that kind of like cuteness and that kind of feel to it. And then he walks up, this guy walks up like this. It's instant, you're just like, oh that's a human. Your brain makes like a click, it's like, oh that's a human with just hand paws in the head. He'll always be cute.
I found in discovery that poodling was a YouTuber. Instagram person, and he was like very muscular. He was like a cheetah one, and he was like making a picture in the cheetah partial, but then with the 6 pack. And then it became me, and then it became like the poodling.
So, yeah, my opinion, don't do it. Again, I'm not gonna be mean to you. But don't be, if you're pooling, don't be mean to anyone if they don't want to take your picture or they don't want to get in the picture with you. Because a lot of times I'd be like, if I'm in my suit and Plucky is there, like, hey, want to take a picture together? And I'm like, yeah, and then so we take the picture together. And he's pooling, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to take a picture with me. I'm that guy, yes. I don't like poodling. If you like it, if you want to poodle, go ahead. I'm not gonna tell you to not do it, but I'm not gonna like go in picture with you, especially you. Yeah, you. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. You're a disgusting fish. Stink fish. Yeah.
You're running the magic.
So, but that's in my opinion.
But
it's to your own. If you like, I want to sue and I don't mind the poodling, fine.
I also discovered nowadays like poodling is like still a sin, but sometimes it's okay. But back in my time when I was a fursuiter, it was even a sin sometimes to have partial. Times have changed.
Back when I started my first shooting, first started shooting, there were conventions who would ban you for poodling.
Yes.
I don't know if there's still conventions who do that, but I knew there were conventions who would do that. Who would say like, yeah, not. Anyway, you had fan to show?
This little thing that fits right into my muzzle. That's the most important. Yeah. And that's basically blowing air into my face because the glasses they tend to fog off.
Yeah.
So with an airflow inside of your mask, you don't have to worry about your glasses fogging up, which is what I have noticed. And they can work on a battery. There's a battery pack in my suit with a switch inside of that, so I can just turn it off. It's a useful thing.
Also, this is a very good example that I again didn't think about it. Glasses. If you wear glasses, make sure to tell your maker that you need glasses. If you can wear lenses, fine. And if you want to wear lenses, good, but make sure you get your eye doctor to look at you, because not everyone can wear lenses.
I remember one shooter, he had lenses on his eye and they text a little bit and it was like, oh shit, now you cannot do anything.
So, if you want to commission a suit for someone and you wear glasses, make sure they know that you need to wear glasses, because some suits, the eyes are like straight up here. I think your eyes are like very close to your head, right? They're probably not going to, glasses are probably not going to fit in there. But if you tell him, it's like, hey, I want my character, my OC, with everything, but can you make it that I can wear my glasses? Then he's going to be like, I can see what I can do, right? So, yeah, I see what you do there. Furries are the worst, they ruin everything. They ruin everything. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit of Q&A because we're slowly running out of time also.
Oh yeah, I have one. Where's the suit lounge this time? Upstairs again?
Apparently downstairs. I have no idea. What? Yeah, always brush. Oh, apparently you need a bracelet.
I still have a bracelet around there, so yes.
This one probably?
I don't see it, but yeah.
The purple one from now?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have a suit, those, there is a Fursuit lounge at this convention. Be mindful, not all conventions have Fursuit lounges, not all of them can do it, not all of them, especially not in the Brony community, not all of them even are happening in a hotel, so make sure you have a place, a way of changing. Me, I don't want to like change in here, at the convention or at the venue itself. If I can change, I want to change in the Fursuit lounge or in my room. There's basically no difference. If you want to like go in private, go into your room, go change in your room. If you don't care that there's other people changing, go change in the Fursuit lounge. Also very good thing, again, hydrate. Hydrating is important. So make sure to drink. Have you drink? Okay. Did you drink? Ooh, that's bad. Yeah. So after the battle, make sure to go and have a drink. Also, there's two more important things. Everyone thinks it's the same thing. When you're shooting, you're using a lot of energy. So, sugars. Sugars are kind of important, but they're not the most important thing. Sugars give you energy. They make sure you can run it all around. But salt is way more important. Because if you don't have enough salt in your body, you're gonna pass out. From too low sugar, you're gonna be like, I have no energy. If you don't have enough salt, you're gonna be laying on the ground and the paramedics are gonna come. And paramedics, if they come and they see your fancy, awesome suit and you're passed out in it, they take an awesome little scissors and they go cut, and they cut you over. They're not gonna take the time to fiddle with your zipper, wherever it might be, in the front and the back. Depends on the suit. Some have them in the front, some in the back. Some have them like against the side, but like with him, it's in the back. With him, it's in the front. They can barely see it. So if a paramedic has to waste their time on finding that zipper, they're not going to do that. They're not going to risk your life to save your suit. They're going to take their pretty little scissors and cut it open. And a lot of these suits are expensive suits. Some more than expensive than others. Some are self-made, but again, there's a lot of work and love that went into that suit of making them. I know that one is homemade. I think that's the only one I know that's homemade, I think, yeah, and he has a homemade too. They're not that expensive as buying a suit, but he put a lot of love and work in that suit, right? Same for Silu, same for him. Again, that doesn't mean you need to disrespect his suit or those two. They didn't put that much love and time in their suit, but they would put all that time in their work and getting that money. Those things are not cheap. Sometimes a little cheaper than other times, but they're not cheap. So again, be mindful of your suitors and have fun with them. So, anyone else? Any questions? No? Any questions? You have a question. What's your question? What time is it? Don't know what time is it. We're close on time, I think.
Yeah, it's 13:24.
24. So we have 6 more minutes to fill. Ryan, say something.
Well,
that doesn't count.
I know something quick and fun after your question.
Shipping and handling. Traveling with a Fursuit.
I got a book one for that.
Yeah, under the table.
A nice suitcase.
Lots of stickers. Lots of stickers make it better.
Yeah, stickers make it better, but a suitcase for your bodysuit and stuff, with a hard one. And the girl was here earlier, she left. She actually now takes commissions for bags for the hat and makes it in like the color scheme of the hat.
Yeah.
That is also a really good thing. Or you be like him. What I like to do with my hat is I also have a hard case suitcase and just be like.
Yeah. The thing
That's
is,
how I do it.
The thing is, you also sometimes some people.
Oh yeah, and use the sensor in the nose. That's yeah.
Sometimes you need to fly. It's hell.
Yeah, I don't have experience with that, so.
I have experience with that. Too much and not enough. Suitcase. This is big enough for my bodysuit, my hand paws, my feet paws go in there. But this boy doesn't go in there. He's too big. What he can do is go up to in the airport and it's like, that's my plug for the plane. And it will almost always, I have never actually heard a case that they say you cannot take it along. It has to go through the scanners and everything, everyone knows how horrible airports are, but it's security, it can happen. So normally there's no problem. If you have a suit like that, it might be a problem. That looks like a bomb.
I cannot fly with this. With this one I tried a new thing. It's called LEDs. And I love it. I actually failed. No, I didn't. But I like some LED stuff and now I have a button in the nose. And flights up, but yeah, airports are not gonna allow it.
So yeah, normally I've never heard anyone being refused a head on the plane. I know a lot of the Belgian furries who go to NFC with the plane, have like a suitcase for their whole suit, and then the head they just take on the plane. There's also people who do it the smarter way. I heard of one case, apparently he goes to NFC every year. He gets out of his taxi, puts on his fursuit, and goes into the airport. And he wears his fursuit through the airport because it counts as clothes.
But don't put the hat on.
But don't put the hat on.
That's the thing. Yeah. Don't forget that.
Then you're allowed to poodle.
Yeah. Because if you walk to an airport or a bank or anything with your fursuit completely on, you're gonna have a bad time. In some cases.
Also,
not always, but in some cases.
Also a thing, public suiting. We didn't talk about that yet. Public suiting. Yeah, we definitely forgot a lot. If you want to do public suiting, awesome. If you want to go to the city and stuff, awesome. But make sure the authorities know. If you walk into a bank like this, here in the Netherlands, in Belgium, and probably in Germany too, I don't care, a lot of countries, America, you'll go to jail. Because you're not, this counts as like face concealment. This can be seen as a mask, and if you walk into a bank, they will treat you as a robber.
If you do it, just make sure you shout, "This is a robbery, everybody on the ground!" Then it's all good, then it's fine.
Funny enough, masks against corona are okay, but something like that is not okay.
Yeah. If you do it, if you go in public, if you go with you in your local forest or something, don't care, just go, have fun. Chances that the cops are there, they're gonna be small, but you know.
You need someone with a
probably
camera.
they're not gonna say. But if you want a suit in the city of what a lot of people are,
especially the bigger cities,
make sure to ask authorities for that. It depends on country to country. Some countries are gonna say like totally like no. Other countries are gonna be like yeah, it's fine, it's good. Others are gonna be like yeah, you need to fill in this form, and it depends where you're from.
Well, he just reminded me of something. I unfortunately missed it, but yeah, they got a meet together at the IKEA. And they were like, in the parking garage, nobody cares. People did care. Yeah. They got kicked out by security because they didn't have permission. Yeah. That was fun, right?
So yeah, always make sure the authorities know. Yeah. And if you go home, if you're at one point, I will go suiting alone. Take a hand wash. No questions asked. Take a hand wash.
I know someone.
Because people, not everyone loves this. Some people, they're gonna ruin your day.
I know someone, he was like, yeah, I really want a suit. He was asking out, he wanted a suit in Amsterdam. I don't know, do people know Amsterdam? It's a big city. It's not the nicest city.
A lot of meat though.
But yeah, no, everyone was like, it's not a good idea. Amsterdam is a no-go. He was like, I'm going. So he went there and he had a suit there. He was like, oh, here's a nice place to change in my suit. A dark alley. Sounds like a good idea, right? One little got attacked, and his fursuit was ripped to shreds by just a group of guys who saw them was like, they didn't like it. They just ripped his fursuit in shreds, and yeah, he had a really bad day, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, if you never go alone.
If you wanna find out firsthand, sure at your own risk, take your best pony plushie and go rock around town. See what the reactions are. There will be reactions like weirdo and stuff like that. It's worse when you're in an entire suit. Because a plushie, a lot of people are gonna see. This thing, everyone will see. So,
but
yeah.
If you go suiting, if there is, for example, good example, there is a fursuit walk somewhere next month here in the Netherlands, and it is fun. Even the bad reactions from people are fun because they're just like, yeah, some people are look at you and they're so disgusted. But in my opinion, it's so fun because they don't know what they're missing. It's so fun to suit, and they're just like, but it's so fun. But yeah, they're missing out. Yeah. Any more questions?
Stamps?
Stamps? Do we have stamps?
Stamps? We don't have, sorry.
Do we get stamps?
Sorry.
Stamps.
I don't think we have stamps. So we can't help you with that. Sorry, we're not that good at the panel.
Melvin will always do it. But no, I don't think we have stamps. Don't tell me that everyone is here just for the stamps.
They're all like, oh fuck.
I'm here for the food.
What?
I was in till some time.
We also don't have food. But I can ask if we're supposed to have a stamp.
Count.
I
will ask.
don't take this.
Ah.
I heard the DDR has a stand.
The good
has
boy
a stand.
has a stand.
And the karaoke has a stand too.
Good boy, you wanted a stamp on your forehead?
Number 10.
There's stamps apparently. So if everyone wants a stamp, get a line with him. Get it out. This is also a very good example. If a fursuiter needs help, feel free to help them if they have. If it's possible. Need you help, Rookie? Yeah, for DDR is ook.
I thought you said number 10, so I think it's supposed to be. You said number 10.
That's okay.
No, don't stamp the fishy.
I forgot the door.
It is on it. Oh, yeah.
More stamp?
Ja, hier nog eentje.
I want also a stamp.
Je moet wel wat vallen. Zeg je? Ja. Sproedel. En die kan dat zien.
More? Well, I want a stamp.
Dat is een toch?
Dat is een horrible fur.
Snap ik. Kan je niet zeggen?
Nee? Het probleem is
Does everyone have a stamp? Yes, 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 yes. You didn't get a stamp.
Ja, of zonder.
Hier ook, grap, ja.
Ja, we try the best. By the way, for everyone who's still here and stuff, if anyone has any questions during the call, feel free to talk to us. We're here. I'll be running in that suit. He'll be probably running in that suit.
Oh, what? And you pointed.
Apparently there is a Fursuit lounge downstairs somewhere. As co-ops, probably anyone from the co-op. I don't know. I haven't been there yet, so we have a room to change. So
He also got another important thing, the game. The game.
So thank you everyone for coming to the panel. It was weird and special. It was a panel. I hope you learned a little. Thanks. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask us. We'll be running around the corner. We try to be as informative as possible. I hope we do more panels like this.
People like it, then sure.
Yeah, fun. Oh, you're a fan?
Well, I got a vendor card, I don't know why.
Ik wil wel, maar weer gaan doen. Dat is lullig. Ik wil eerst gaan zitten, maar ik kom helemaal niet meer overeind.
Oké.
We gaan niet beeld.
Een beetje lopen.
But yeah,
Het is lekker, het is
we're gonna rebuild actually because I think our panels.
This is pretty much over.
Ja, geef hem de hotelkamer.